Okay, Miss May. I'll just say we're not currently live streaming. It will be archived or released yet later. We are recording, but not live streaming.
Recording but no video, huh?
I didn't expect you to do it, but thank you for responding.
Miss Heather said that there was a Granicus issue this morning,
So no video, okay.
but they are recording it and then it'll be uploaded
When
to
I stopped
YouTube
responding.
Okay.
I answered
and
your
then
voice.
available in
Both
archive.
times.
That's probably put back. Better.
She's very respectful and
Ready?
professional.
Good morning and welcome to the Nassau County Board of County Commissioners meeting for Wednesday morning, April 15th, 2026 at 9 a.m. Please stand for the invocation given by Mr. Irving Gilliard and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Our Heavenly Father, as always, we honor you and we praise you. We give you all honor and all glory. And we're so thankful for this Board of County Commissioners meeting of Nassau County, Florida. And as always, we ask a blessing for the commissioners and their families. Continue to lead and guide them in all decision-making for the county. Continue to bless those that support them through the county manager and the county attorney's office. We ask a blessing for the first responders, that you keep them safe, and for our military. And as we approach this storm season, we ask that you just protect us from all hurt, harm, and danger. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I just want a point of order clerical that we are recording. There is not live stream this morning, but it is recording and the information will be available later today. At that point, Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Commissioner Hutman.
Here.
Commissioner Gray.
Here.
Commissioner Farmer.
Here.
Commissioner Martin.
Here.
Chair McCullough.
Yes, here. Expansions or deletions to the agenda, Mr. Pope?
Yes, ma'am. I have an expansion item today. I'd like the board, if you're willing, to consider hearing from myself, fire chief, and our emergency management director regarding establishing a local state of emergency related to drought conditions and the propensity for wildfires.
Yes, sir.
Madam Chair, I move that you add Mr. Pope's expansion item under new business.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. We will add and I'm just making a note, to the new business agenda. Thank you. Proclamations and resolutions. Tab A, approve the proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, proclaiming the week of April 19th through April 25th, 2026 as National Playground Safety Week.
Madam Chair, I move to approve tab A.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Mr. Martin, will you please do our proclamation for National Playground Safety Week?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, who's receiving this proclamation? Please join me at the podium.
I surprised him, so he would actually show up.
Proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida. National Playground Safety Week, April 19th through April 25th, 2026. Excuse me. Whereas the safety and well-being of Nassau County's children are of critical importance to the Nassau County Board of County Commissioners. And whereas playground-related accidents and injuries occur every day and affects hundreds of children in the U.S. annually. And whereas, as spring and summer months approach, children spend more time outdoors, utilizing playgrounds more often. Parents, guardians, caretakers, and supervisors are encouraged to take extra precautions to keep children safe and injury-free by supervising children on playgrounds and ensuring they are utilizing age-appropriate equipment. And whereas Nassau County joins the National Program for playground safety in his commitment to reducing the frequency of playground injuries by promoting information on proper supervision, age-appropriate equipment, impact-absorbing materials, and regular maintenance of equipment to keep children safe. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed this 15th day of April 2026 by the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, as follows. The board hereby proclaims the week of April 19th through April 25th, 2026 as National Playground Safety Week in Nassau County. The board hereby encourages proper supervision of children on playgrounds and commits to doing its part to ensure playground equipment is maintained and safe for the public's use. It is signed by our chairperson, Commissioner Allison McCullough, and approved by our county attorney, Denise May. And I'll give this to our Parks and Rec director.
Morning, Commissioners. Yeah, so playgrounds, we've done a great job of installing some really beautiful playgrounds. Another really big one coming in at Westside Regional Park. I brought Jason Brown with us, our operations manager, up this morning. Unbeknownst to him, like I said, if I told him he was gonna be up here, he probably wouldn't show up. So we kind of snuck him in. So he's our certified playground safety instructor. Passed that test this year, so big accomplishment for him this past year. It's a very difficult test, but also allows us to be able to keep our playground safety to the highest standards. So Jason makes a monthly inspection on each one of the play surfaces, make sure that we're in compatibility with everything. Probably gonna have to take an entire week to do the Westside Regional Park playground, but that's okay. We're excited to have all these pieces come online. They're great aspects for everybody to be able to take advantage of, and just another reason why our parks are a big piece of what our community takes involved in. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rupp.
Madam Chair.
Yes, sir, Mr. Pope.
So I just want to take a minute and recognize you all, because growing up in Nassau County and Yulee, we didn't have access to the types of recreational facilities, kid facilities that we do now. And so it's while staff is doing a great job executing the plans, give you all credit for funding them and making them a priority and making quality of life a priority, because it really does make a difference. I mean, when I go down to the Nassau Crossings Park and look at the splash pad and the playground, I mean, we had nothing remotely like that in Yulee growing up. I mean, you had I think you had a slide at the Yulee ballpark that somebody's dad probably made. And so it's a huge improvement, and not only the new parks, but then retrofitting the existing parks across the county. And so kudos to you all for sticking to the plan and executing.
Thank you, Mr. Pope. And tab B, approve the proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners proclaiming the week of April 19th through April 25th, 2026 as National Library Week in Nassau County, Florida.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Gray.
motion to approve tab B.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Gray, seconded by Commissioner Hupman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Oh, if my friends of the library, who is meeting us for, oh, okay, perfect. Good morning, ladies. A proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida for National Library Week, April 19th through April 25th, 2026. Whereas libraries spark creativity, fuel imagination, and inspire lifelong learning, offering a space where individuals of all ages can explore new ideas and be drawn to new possibilities. And whereas libraries partner with schools, businesses, and organizations, connecting the dots to maximize resources, increase efficiency, and expand access to essential services. And whereas libraries empower individuals with resources for career growth, economic success, and civic engagement, bridging digital divides and supporting all community members. And whereas libraries nurture young minds through story times, STEAM programs, and initiatives fostering curiosity and a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. And whereas National Library Week highlights the vital role libraries, librarians, and library workers play in strengthening our community and transforming lives. And whereas the theme for 2026, Find Your Joy, invites everyone to discover what sparks joy and personal growth at their local library, whether through books, digital access, community programs, or quiet spaces. Now therefore be it proclaimed this 15th day of April 2026 by the Board of County Commissioners, Nassau County, Florida, that number 1, the board hereby proclaims the week of April 19th through April 25th, 2026 as National Library Week. And number 2, the board hereby encourages all residents to visit their local library, explore its resources, and celebrate the ways that the library draws us together as a community. And this is signed by myself, Allison R. McCullough, Chair of the Board of County Commissioners, and approved by Miss Nassau County Attorney Denise May.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I first off want to thank the Board of Commissioners for your support. The library system could not do all the things we do for our community without your support, so I greatly appreciate that. I also want to take the time to thank you for designating this upcoming week as National Library Week and recognizing the work that we do. I also want to give a shout out to Ms. Denise May, our county attorney, for helping us update our policies that have not been updated or reviewed in quite some time. I just want to give her a shout out as well. I have been in this role officially just over a month, but I have worked for the Nassau County Public Library System for over 10 years. So I'm very familiar with the library system and our staff. We are very fortunate to have a very hardworking group of talented people in our department, and I'm very thankful for them. I also have to shout out our wonderful friends of the library members, some of who were able to make it here today. They work alongside us, support us, and I can't thank them enough for the efforts they put into making our library system a better place to visit. Our staff was not able to make it here today. They are currently opening our library branches across our county, but they send their apologies. One short statistic, this last fiscal year, we had over 210,000 circulations in the Nassau County Public Library System. That is our highest number to date. So I just want to recognize that and point out that that number represents everyone in our community, from the youngest babies and toddlers who are checking out board books. That represents the school children who are checking out books to try to meet their AR goals. That represents adults all the way through retirement, and those who have dedicated themselves to being lifelong learners. All that to say, the library is truly a place for everyone in all stages of life and development. So I want to thank you guys for your support, because we wouldn't be able to provide these services without you. So thank you.
Thank you. Tab C, approve a proclamation designating April as National Donate Life Month.
Madam Chair, I move to approve tab C.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Gray. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Mr. Gray, will you please read the proclamation for us?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
Madam
you.
Chair. If there's anyone here in the audience who'd like to meet me at the podium, please.
Yes.
Good morning again, Grace. Good morning. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Good morning. Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida. National Donate Life Month. Whereas Florida's Organ, Tissue, and Eye Donor Registry is named for Joshua Abbott, the recipient of a lung transplant who passed away in 2006. And whereas Abbott's story so moved the Florida legislature that in 2009, Florida's Agency for Healthcare Administration chose Donate Life Florida to create a statewide donor registry to increase registry enrollment and educate Floridians about donation. And whereas Donate Life Florida is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization. It was established in 1997 as Florida Coalition on Donation Incorporated. Donate Life Florida is dedicated to motivating Floridians to designate themselves as organ, tissue, and eye donors, so lives are saved and enhanced through donation and transplantation. And whereas, today, more than 5,000 patients listed at Florida transplant centers await life-saving organ transplants. Many of these individuals may get a second chance at life due to the generosity of those who designate themselves as organ, tissue, and eye donors on Florida's Organ and Tissue Donor Registry. And whereas, every 10 minutes, another person is added to the waiting list, and over 20 people die each day because the organ they need is not donated in time. And whereas, by saying yes to organ donation, one person can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Now therefore be proclaimed that this 15th day of April, 2026, by the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, that 1, the board encourages all citizens to consider organ, eye, and tissue donation and engage in healthy habits to decrease the need for transplantation. 2, the board hereby proclaims the month of April as National Donate Life Month. And this is signed by our chairperson, Ms. Allison McCullough, and it's approved and formed by our Nassau County Attorney, Mr. D. Smay, and congratulations. Would you like to say anything briefly? Or anybody?
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us today. On behalf of the over 100,000 individuals who are awaiting the life-saving gift of organ donation, 6,000 of those being here in Florida, I just wanted to say thank you to our first responders, our healthcare workers, anyone who is registered to become an organ donor. We thank you. We couldn't do our work without the collaboration of our incredible healthcare teams. So thank you all so much.
Tab D, approve a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, proclaiming April 25th, 2026 as American Legion Family Day.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Hutman.
make a motion to approve tab D.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Hutman, seconded by Commissioner Martin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Mr. Hutman,
Yes, ma'am.
you're on the spot.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Dawn, you got, from the Legion, good morning. Proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, American Legion Family Day, April 25th, 2026. Whereas the American Legion was chartered by Congress in 1919 as a wartime veterans organization based on the 4 pillars of Veterans Affairs and Rehabilitation: national security, Americanism, children and youth. Whereas the American Legion family, comprising the American Legion Auxiliary, Sons of the American Legion, and American Legion Riders, work tirelessly to support veterans, their families, and local communities. And whereas the American Legion family is dedicated to upholding the ideals of freedom and democracy while making a difference in the lives of fellow Americans. Whereas the, quote, Be the One mission to reduce the rate of veteran suicide and destigmatize the need to ask for help is a critical focus, ensuring all veterans have a family, support, and hope. Whereas the last Saturday in April is recognized as American Legion Family Day, providing an opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments and service of the Legionnaires, auxiliary members, sons, and riders to our community. Now therefore be it proclaimed on the 15th day of April 2026 by the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, that 1, the board encourages all citizens to join in recognizing the contributions of our veterans, their families, and to thank the American Legion family for their continued service to our nation. 2, the board proclaims April 25th, 2026 as American Legion Family Day in Nassau County, Florida. That is signed by our chairwoman, Allison McCullough, attested to by County Attorney Denise May. A few words. Recruit a few more members.
Hello, and thank you for having us today. The American Legion 3 years ago had decided that we needed to welcome the public into our places. So April 25th is American Legion Family Day. At Fernandina's Post, we will be having 25 different vendors at our event. We will have a kids zone for the kids to do arts and crafts, and face painting and such. We will also be having over 10 different of those vendors will be designed for our veterans. But the other ones are of the community nonprofits that our post reaches out and helps throughout the year, like the Council on Aging, Hope House is just a few of them. So we invite you all to please come out, enjoy the free food and the camaraderie that we have. And if you're a veteran or the spouse of a veteran, please come see us and join our post. Thank you.
Thank you. Tab E, approve a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners, Nassau County, Florida, proclaiming April 2026 as Water Conservation Month.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Farmer.
motion to approve tab E.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Farmer, seconded by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed say nay. Thank you, Mr. Farmer, for doing that proclamation.
Good morning.
Right. Good morning, everyone. This is a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, honoring Water Conservation Month, April 2026. Whereas water is a basic essential need of every living creature, and whereas the state of Florida water management districts in Nassau County are working together to increase awareness about the importance of water conservation, and whereas Nassau County and the state of Florida have designated April, typically a dry month, when water demands are most acute, Florida's Water Conservation Month, to educate citizens about how they can help save Florida's precious water resources. And whereas Nassau County has always encouraged and supported water conservation through various educational programs and special events, and whereas every business, industry, school, and citizen can make a difference when it comes to conserving water, and whereas every business, industry, school, and citizen can help by saving water and thus promote a healthy economy and community, and whereas outdoor irrigation comprises a large portion of water use, Nassau County will encourage its citizens and businesses to focus on improving outdoor irrigation efficiency. Now therefore be it proclaimed this 15th day of April 2026 by the Board of Nassau County Commissioners, Nassau County, Florida, that 1, the board calls upon all residents and businesses to help protect our precious water resources by practicing water saving measures and increasing awareness of the importance of conservation. And 2, the board proclaims the month of April 2026 as Water Conservation Month in Nassau County. Signed by Allison McCullough, the chair, and Denise May, Nassau County Attorney. Say a few words.
Never turn down the microphone. I was always taught.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. Chair McCullough, fellow commissioners, I want to thank you so much for this recognition of Water Conservation Proclamation Month. It's the 28th year, which indicates the state takes this very, very seriously. Obviously, we're experiencing tremendous growth in all sectors of the state. But water conservation, as you heard from Mr. Pope, that he'll have a conversation, we're in a generational type of drought right now that's impacting our water supplies. So this is a good time as people are dusting off, getting ready for the spring, to check their irrigation systems. It's huge use of water, make sure the leaks are taken care of, water's going in the right place, basically because 50% of your water is being used outside the house. Inside the house, take care of your appliances, those leaky, the dripping faucets, the leaky toilet, make sure everything is working well. Because when you save water, you're helping preserve the precious resource of the upper Floridian aquifer, which is our drinking water. Also, you're saving water, which saves you money. So that's obviously gives you more chance to go out and support your local economy here. Segue into where we are right now. We have a Phase 2 modified severe water shortage in a order that has been in place since early March from our board. Obviously, you've seen the numbers. You'll hear about the numbers, the wildfire, but it's also impacting our wells. Our monitoring wells are registering at a very low rate. And that is really impactful in the north part of the lower basin, which is northeast Florida and the Suwannee district. We have some unprecedented low waters. So in that order, we have done several things. We have preempted HOAs from mandating pressure washing on an aesthetic value of their homes and driveways. So those covenants and restrictions are preempted. Water restrictions are only 1 day a week. Normally you would be at 2 days now, but we're holding everybody at 1 day or less. We're also asking people to not do those big landscape projects like replace your yard or other major landscape items, because we had a pretty hard winter that has impacted a lot. Hold off on those because those use a lot of water when you do that. So this is very, very important. Everybody chips in because we got to work our way through this. The National Weather Service says hopefully maybe we get in the early summer there'll be a break, but right now, as you see and will hear, we're all having to hunker down. Your support plays a critical role here. We thank you so very, very much. And thank you again for your leadership in this role. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Presentations. The time limit is 15 minutes. Tab F, recognize employees for years of service.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So this morning, we're going to recognize 5 individuals, and those 5 individuals have a combined service to Nassau County residents of 130 years. What's really interesting about the group today is that they stretch across a variety of service areas that directly impact the day-to-day lives of our citizens. And so to start, I'm going to have Mr. Podiak come with the team from Solid Waste.
Good morning, Commissioners. This morning, we are going to recognize Lynn Dyden as the first one. He's been with Solid Waste for 30 years. So Lynn's been here long enough that most people are pulling the plug, but Lynn told me he's going to be here another 10 years. So we've got 10 more years to go, all right, Lynn? Back in 1996, Lynn started with the Solid Waste. He started as an Operator 1, transitioned to an Operator 3, and then he moved into a foreman position, and lastly, he's holding the position of the division manager. So Lynn has progressed with the solid waste department throughout his 30-year journey. 30 years ago is when Nassau County started actually taking over the day-to-day operations of the county landfill and the sites. Prior to that, it was handled by a subcontractor. So Lynn has seen this journey from the time that the county has stepped forward and taken hold of that operation, and Lynn has seen it through the entire phase. So we can't say enough for Lynn's dedication and his professionalism throughout his career here at Nassau County. So I thank you, Lynn, for 30 years of service.
Well, good morning, Commissioners. Good morning. Thank you for your time and everything. It's been a long journey. We call it at the landfill from the cradle to the grave. And what we mean by that is myself and Mike Sweat that is behind me, we started that project back in '91 when Western Waste started the construction of the landfill. Through then, we've seen her be filled up with trash from 91 all the way to 96, and from 96 to 2009 when the county finally shut the landfill down. After that, we went into post-closure maintenance, and ever since then, that's what we have done. Now we have the recycling program and the convenience center. So basically, it's kind of come a full circle with it, and it's changed a lot, and we're proud of what we did, and we assist the county with a lot, through the county with different projects, with their, the maintenance of any kind of department that needs any help with pulling trash or anything like that. And also, we do very good work with the residents of Nassau County when they come in with their trash. We assist them and get rid of it for them, and we help them all we can. Well, thank you for your time.
Madam Chair, Len, if I may, before you step away, Commissioner Martin and I serve on the Northeast Florida Regional Council. The most challenging aspect for local governments across the state of Florida is solid waste management, and we're grateful to you guys for the program you do here in Nassau.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Yes, sir. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I can't believe Miss Becky's not gonna let you retire and enjoy that pool. Goodness gracious.
I also am going to introduce Mike Sweat. Mike Sweat is one of my operators. He has been also there since around 2001. And in 1991, I apologize. Now in 1996, he was hired in with the county as an operator himself. And from 96 to 2009, he has progressed with learning multiple things, from the leachate system to the gas system, all the way from post-closure maintenance and what we do now. Also, Mike is a fantastic operator in running the heavy equipment that we have with the roll-off trucks and the front-end loaders that we use. His most successful thing that he does is he works with the residents of Nassau County very well when he runs the convenience center, from helping them unload their trash to just telling them the correct things that they need to do in order to get their stuff disposed of. So congratulations, Mikey, on your 30 years, and thank you for your time.
Mr. Sweat, you don't wanna come say a few words? I could see the hesitation.
They've been together 30 years, you can't separate them now.
Got it.
Right. So next, we're going to recognize Mr. Craig Mason. I believe that Director Robinson's going to come forward, and this again kind of curtailing on our playground and parks and recreation improvements and quality and ground maintenance. And so, Mr. Mason.
Morning, Commissioners, again. So just to introduce you guys, some of you guys may not know Craig Mason. So this is Craig Mason, one of our ground maintenance technicians. So Craig wants me to let you guys know, although it's been 20 years this go around, he was here before that too. So we got to update this thing a little bit. So 29? All right, so Craig says 29. So next year he'll be back up for 30. So quickest jump. So, but no, Craig, you know, he's one of the very few that's left with us that he can, you know, kind of attest to the times that we've grown. So back in the day, it was one West Side guy, one East Side guy. And Craig's been kind of that west side staple here for the last 20 years. Callahan Ballpark probably for, you know, in Hilliard and Briceville, those areas will probably see shadows of Craig in their sleep whenever he's long and gone. So, but Craig is the model of consistency. You can count on Craig every single day to come in, you know, never have to adjust a punch, never do anything. Craig is, you know, would ask for an employee, you know, able to offer a lot of real-time knowledge and or institutional knowledge as well. So, you know, where it's true excitement to have Craig. True excitement to have Craig. Bring a lot of guys on. We bring a lot of guys on. Our department's growing by leaps and bounds from the 5 years that I've been here. So we even got a new guy that started this week, so Craig's giving him the rundown on how the west side works. So, you know, we rely on Craig heavily to be able to teach new guys some things, but also to be able to just keep maintaining that work ethic and showing guys what it's, you know, how they used to do it back in the day, 29 years ago. Not only that, Craig is also avid gardener, brings our staff a lot of fresh vegetables and stuff like that, so looking forward to the corn crop this year, so, you know, it's real excitement to have Craig, stay on with us and stay on with us, added addition to the county staff, so, thanks Craig, county staff, so.
All right. Next, we'll have Chief come forward and Lieutenant Harper, 25 years of service in fire rescue service. 25 years of service in fire rescue service.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning. This morning, I'm introducing to you Lieutenant Glenn Harper, who's been with us 25 years. In addition, he's got a couple of years with JFRD, he's got a little time down there too, so he's been in the fire service a little longer than 25, but we've had him for 25 of those years. He was hired in April of 2001. He became an engineer in June of 2001, so not too long after he got here. And then he became a lieutenant in October of 2007. He's a lieutenant on Engine 60 in Briceville. His wife Julie and he has been married to her for 20 years. They have 4 kids, one of which is also a lieutenant with us, and 7 grandkids. Off time, Glenn enjoys being outdoors, working in the yard, hunting, fishing and the like, and they look forward to starting some camping ventures here pretty soon. And he also loves spending time with his grandkids. Glenn, I just want to say thank you for 25 years.
No.
Chief's going to stay with me for this last, but certainly not least. Ms. Constance Holmes would join us up front. I met Ms. Constance, you know, when she first moved to town, long before I worked for the county, she invited me over for a dinner. And I still remember it to this day, and really appreciated her looking out for me over the years and being consistent support for both fire rescue, but then the organization as a whole, and then on occasion, I may have to ask her for help as well. And so we really appreciate Ms. Constance and her being willing to come this morning. So with that, I'll hand it over to Chief.
So I stand up here month after month and I watch all these recognitions. And I have to say that I'm probably the most spoiled department head that you have, because our staff at headquarters is a very cohesive, very competent and capable group. And I'm honored to be the head of such a group. And with that, right in the center of all that is Ms. Constance Holmes. I've referred to her in the past. I've referred to her other people as, not in a bad way, but as an old school secretary. And she truly is that. She tries to keep me on task. She tries to anticipate what me and Chief Rowland may need upcoming. She tries to meet deadlines. And she manages our budget on a daily basis. Overall, just keeps the whole organization on track. And several years ago, after I got here and Taco threatened to steal her from me, he said if he thought he could get away with it, he would. But she's a DC lady. She's a DC lady. She met a Fernandina guy, and he swept her away and brought her here, and the rest is history. She did a career in the United States State Department before she came here. I'm thankful to work with her. I'm thankful to work with her, and even more thankful to call her. Thank you very much for 25 years. Thank you very much.
CCA gave me the honor of presenting this today. I want to say, I have a particular fondness in my heart for folks who spend their whole life in service. First to the federal government, we discovered in a recent conversation that we worked across the street from each other in DC for 4 years. And I want to say thank the Lord above them. Neither one of us are there in DC anymore. Whew. And then 25 years. A lifetime of service. Thank you so much. A lifetime of service. Thank you so much.
Consent agenda items. If any board member wishes to move a consent item to new business, please do so now. Does any member wish of the public want to speak on a consent item?
Madam Chair,
Mr. Gray.
motion to approve
Mr.
consent
Gray.
item. Motion to approve consent item.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Gray, second by Commissioner Martin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All in favor say aye. Say aye. New business. Any member of the public may address any item under new business at this time. The time limit is 3 minutes each. Is there anyone who wishes to address any item under new business? So this will be tab N and then we'll push O. Tab N and then we'll push O. Correct? Okay, I'm just making business, correct? Okay. Tab N. Tab N. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, declaring a local state of emergency in Nassau County related to the open burning and brush fire.
Point of order, tab N is the contract CM.
Okay, so we're not bumping this up to the new business.
It will come after N.
Okay,
It will
perfect.
come after N.
Okay, perfect. Tab N. Approve and authorize the chair to execute contract number CM4124 with Acon Construction Incorporated for the construction of the new Fire Station 30 in the amount of $6,136,747. Mr. Gray.
Motion to
Mr.
approve,
Gray.
and I'd like to comment, please. This is a very exciting day this morning. To approve this, or to hopefully this gets approved, this contract. Station 30, as we all know, on Station 30 Road in the heart of Yulee, is the heart of Yulee. We've been, this board has been dedicated to improving living facilities of our firemen and emergency response workers. This is another testament, another fire station that we get, on the drawing board and getting breaking ground on. That station there, is very important because when the train comes, when a train comes, we cannot get across that railroad track, So with the new station here moving west across that railroad track, you're gonna be able to serve all the citizens on the west side of Yulee, Wildlight, William Burgess District, Archer Road and all that area. So this is a huge accomplishment moving this forward, and I just state that publicly. I'm very proud of this board and all the support that each one of y'all have always given to these fire rescue stations. So with that, I'd like to approve TAP in.
Motion made by Commissioner Gray, second by Commissioner Martin. All in favor say aye. All in favor say aye. Aye. That will take us to tab O. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, declaring a local state of emergency in Nassau County related to open burning and.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. If I could have, Director Cooper and Chief Rigdon come forward. So we have had communications over, really the last month. Regarding this, it's been watched from your fire rescue team in coordination with Department of Forestry, but also with emergency management. And so that we just reached a point that we feel it's necessary to take a bit more proactive stance. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Chief.
Good morning again. So as Mr. Pope said, we've been in contact with the Florida Forest Service, weekly, sometimes daily during the week, sometimes the last couple of months, 6 weeks, 2 months or so. And the posture has been that the starts that we've been having have not been too many, that the Florida Forest Service couldn't handle them at the time. And we've been constantly monitoring it, but it's not been anything that couldn't be handled. Their capabilities were such, and their staffing levels and things like that were such that any starts that did happen, we were capable of jumping out and getting a handle on it pretty quick. But I received a phone call yesterday morning from them that said, as regarding the burn ban, we've been talking about it for a while, and he knew that was on our mind. And the condition, there's no relief in sight. We're not forecast to get any significant rain at all for at least the next 2 weeks. The relative humidity levels are about to drop this weekend. There's a dry front that's coming through that's gonna make things even drier. And if there's any wind associated with that, then the potential for a fire to get out of hand is even greater with those conditions. So we talked about it. I went to Mr. Pope. We got Ms. May involved, and the decision is made. It's time. If we are going to do it, we need to do it. And really, what we want is we want people to not burn. Just give it a break for a while. Just give it a break for a while. That pile of rubbish or sticks or trash that's been out in your yard for a little while, it's not going to hurt anything to sit there a little longer until we get some rain. So really, that's what we're asking people is to not burn through the next several weeks until we get some significant rainfall. So with that, I'll take any questions if you have any.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Martin.
Yeah, I already talked to Chief Rigdon about this before the meeting, but I'd like to answer it on the record. I had a constituent reach out to me last night about being worried about the fireworks display during the Shrimp Fest. This ban is in effect at that time. And so, Chief, would you address that? Chief, would you address that?
I can read it. It is excluded in it, correct, Ms. May? Correct, Ms. May? Yes, it is addressed in the resolution. Tab J, letter J. The testing of fireworks and pyrotechnics by licensed pyrotechnic wholesale manufacturers who have operated in Nassau County for 5 years or more is permitted. Additionally, displays by licensed pyrotechnic companies with 5 or more years of commercial experience are allowed only with the written approval on a per display basis of the Nassau County Fire Rescue Chief or applicable.
So what that means is, the folks associated with, or the leaders of the Shrimp Festival Committee should reach out to the city of Fernandina Beach Fire Chief to make sure they're permitted to do their fireworks.
Correct.
It shouldn't prevent them.
Correct. And just for the record, the city of Fernandina Beach Fire Chief and their department is on board with this, the burn ban as well.
Thank you.
Burn ban as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all I have, Madam Chair. That's all I
Thank you,
have.
Mr. Martin. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
I'm here in support of Chief. Basically, we watch the weather, whatever pattern that may be, whether it's hurricanes, droughts, forest fire, cold weather. And the chief and I have been in communication. And I believe this is the best solution for Nassau County right now to protect our citizens. So if you have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Madam Chair, I move to approve tab O. Madam Chair, I move to approve tab O.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Aye. Opposed say nay. That will take us to general public comments. Comments can be made only for items under the Board of County Commissioners. Time limit is 3 minutes. Mr. Gary Morgan. Mr. Gary Morgan.
Chair. Chair. There was another item on the expansion list in regards to setting a special meeting.
Hold on. I apologize. Thank you. I apologize. Thank you. On my agenda? On my
It's on
agenda?
the expansion packet. It's on receipt.
On this packet, thank you, okay. On this packet,
You're
thank
good.
you, okay.
Madam Chair?
You're good.
Number two.
Chair.
I see yes. Number two. I see yes. Tab P. Tab P. The Florida Statute 252.38 limits the duration of a local. That's not number two? No, that's not number two I'm reading? Is that correct, Ms. May? Is that what I need?
That is correct, and the
Okay.
request that is set a special meeting to set a.
Yes, ma'am, okay. Florida Statute 252.38 limits the duration of a local state of emergency to 7 days. Should the local state of emergency need to continue for an additional 7-day period, a special meeting of the Board of County Commissioners will need to take place on April 22nd, 2026. The request is to set a special meeting of the Board of County Commissioners on April 22nd, 2026 at 11 a.m. for the board to consider extending the local state of emergency for the burn ban in Nassau County.
Madam Chair, I move to approve tab O, item 2. Tab
Madam
O,
Chair.
item 2.
Madam Chair, can I comment, please?
Yes.
That time, on April 22nd, there is a huge community event to honor one of our citizens here in Nassau County. And it's happening at 11:30 a.m. that same day. So I will respectfully, commissioners, I know for a fact they're going to be in attendance myself, actually, Commissioner Huffman. Can we please change the time to 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. 9 a.m. With the pleasure of the board,
Amend my
Chairman.
motion that's the pleasure of 9 a.m.
Thank you very much.
Madam Clerk?
Thank you very much.
Madam Clerk, is 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Is 9 a.m.
9 a.m. is good. Yes, 9 a.m. is good. Yes.
Mr. Poe?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Gray. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Now we will go to general public comment. Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan.
Good morning. I'm here today as a member of the Friends of the Yulee Library.
Name and address for the record.
Yes.
Okay. Gary Morgan, 85310 Wesley Road, Wesley Road, 32097. It is ironic that we are celebrating National Library Week at a time when the Yulee Library is in crisis, just at a time when all Yulee Library statistics represent significant growth. The Friends of the Yulee Library have appreciated the presence of the commissioners who have all visited the library numerous times. We appreciate the concern of Jeff Gray, Randy Carvalho, and Amber R. We tip our hats to our county manager, who is a proud resident of Yulee. We're at a tipping point in Yulee which has developed over the years. As of July 1st, the library will have reduced days, allowing it to be open just 3 days a week, with one staff person who must close the library 1 hour per day for a lunch break. Historically, the library has had to work based upon the college schedule, which meant that if the college was closed, the library was closed. We are now looking at a population in Yulee which is estimated at 26,700 people and growing based on the 32097 zip code. This does not factor in the additional residents of Yulee-Dena who are also library patrons. The new library hours will leave the 26,000-plus residents shortchanged, while at the same time it is notably the second-largest community in Nassau County. We will be losing our extraordinary librarian. The library is a resource that offers circulating books, research materials, computer access, printing access, and a cool place to sit quietly and read. There are programs geared to all populations in the community, including book clubs, summer reading programs, and even a knitting club. The library has provided access to government officials to come and talk to residents, as well as access for the sheriff's department to provide intergenerational programs. The library is utilized by the entire Yulee community, by people of all ages, as well as the students of FSCJ. We are suggesting the pressing need for a new facility which can come into being by moving into an underutilized or vacant space and/or the construction of a standalone facility. We need your help in locating funding sources, either through local, state, and/or national government, connections to developers, connections to NGOs, connections to grants and proposals, and fundraising opportunities. The burden will be on the Friends of the Yulee Library to do the grunt work. The shortened hours will affect AR programs, summer reading programs, children's programs, senior programs, family programs, homeschooling families, and the grandmother who brings her autistic grandchild once a week to the library. We want to use our energy not to complain, but to partner with you for a solution. And finally, a quote from Albert Einstein. The only thing you absolutely have to know is the location of the library.
Mr. Morgan. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Ms. Bauer? Ms. Bauer?
Thank you.
It's phonetic, it's all that
Thank you.
reading.
It's
Phonetic,
okay.
it's all that reading.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Commissioners, and thank you for the opportunity to participate. My name's Nancy Boyer, and my address is 86183 Pages Dairy Road, Yulee. And I'm the Friends of the Yulee Library president. 2 years ago, I participated here by bringing library thank yous and invitations, and those ideas continue today. Thank you for valuing public libraries. And hope you feel very welcome to visit the Yulee Branch over and over to see the patrons, resources, services, and special activities. Today, I also bring a question. As the Yulee community and population grow, will the library grow? As the board is planning and making decisions regarding the libraries, we hope that you'll consider the tight spot that the Yulee branch is in and has been for years regarding hours of operation and staff level. Because FSCJ is the space and facilities host, the library calendar and hours must fit with the college calendar and hours. The library is closed on weekends and closed for holiday breaks. Staff in the Yulee branch is one position. We love our branch librarian, but she is one. And therefore, the library is closed during lunch breaks. As the board is planning and making decisions, we hope that you will look at the Yulee branch statistic trends of the increased use. Library data reports show many meaningful measures such as numbers of new library cards and number of people entering. They call that the gate count. We appreciate the new manager of the library division, Amber Ard, and the county director of strategic development, Brandy Carvalho, who've helped our group understand some of the budget process and helped us to see the growth statistics of our Yulee branch. Thank you.
Thank you. That will take us into county manager's business, Mr. Pope.
No additional business, thank you. No additional business.
County
thank you.
attorney business?
I have no
County
further
attorney
business.
business? Thank you, Ms. May. County commissioners business, Mr. Martin. Commissioners business,
Oh, I get to
Mr.
go
Martin.
first today. Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate all the organizations that we presented proclamations to today, and all the employees celebrating their years of service. It's good to hear that many of them even though they've served 25, 30 years, they want to stick around for a bit longer. I was actually kind of surprised, the gentleman, 30 years, he wants to do 10 more. And I was pleasantly surprised to hear that, because most folks, when they're eligible to retire, they typically take advantage of that and do it. But that's a testament to, I guess, what the working environment is like here in Nassau County, and the county manager and his staff. People enjoy working here, and people enjoy working. I look forward to those folks continuing on in their careers, and training the younger folks that are coming up behind them. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Thank you,
That's
Mr.
all I have.
Martin. Mr. Farmer.
Thank you.
Mr. Farmer.
Madam Chair, yeah, Mr. Diden just made made 40 the new, made 40 the new, right? Or the new 20. Yeah, because I mean, you hear it now. Yeah, because I mean, you hear it now. 20 and they're like, oh man, they got one foot out the door at 18 years and 8 months, you know, watching it on their watch or whatever. Watching it on their. Yeah, it's hard to believe, and it goes by fast. It's hard to believe. I've worked for my father for over 33 years, so it's just a blink of an eye. I mean, it's just a blink of an eye. Decade fly by you, but it is. It truly is a testament. And Lynn and those guys, they're solid waste. They're kind of solid waste. They're kind of, I wouldn't say that they're hidden, but they're kind of boxed, I guess, you know, in their own little, I guess, you know, in their own little. Those guys, they do a really, really good job for Nassau County residents. So thank him and Mike and all the staff out there, you know, they're very helpful. They're very helpful. We used to get, when I first got elected, I'd get a complaint here or there, you know, about something trivial, but it's probably been years since I received a complaint about anything solid waste related. So, I mean, that really goes a long way, and that really goes a long way right there in my backyard. So, thank you to all of solid waste and, of course, solid waste, the other employees, Mr. Harper, and those that, you know, serve our citizens, serve our on a daily basis. Last meeting on Monday, just continue to send warm thoughts and prayers to the Hagan family. I brought it up in the commissioner comments that Jacob Hagan, their director of store operations, says their 38-year-old son, Bill, suffered a stroke. And so I think today is the 14th day since the stroke. I usually get daily updates, or every other day updates, through the friend and family loop. And they told me that yesterday, was his first time to be able to speak a few words. And so that really meant a lot to the family to see that improvement, that level of improvement. So, you know, he's they've moved him out of ICU, they moved him into the 5th floor, and he soon hope to be able to see enough progress to move him over to Brooks Rehab. He's got a long road to recovery, and we appreciate it. I know the Hagan family appreciate it. And also, this weekend, if you haven't seen it, Caitlin Drive for Autism. It's going to be a dry, dusty one out there on my side of town on Connor Road. So I'm going to bring you a dust mask or a T-shirt or something to put over your face, because I can tell you when there's 30, 40, 50, and I expect there to be upwards of 100 golf carts, you know, in a straight line going down some of these dirt roads. It's going to be really dusty and pretty nasty. So if your allergies treat you like they treat me, man, I tell you, I almost need a respirator. We're going to get out there and have a good time for autism, and the lineup will start at 10. It's on Connor Road. If you come down to Triple D Lane, you'll see all the cars coming in there. It's a great time. So come out and join us on Saturday. Myself, along with some of the other local leaders, will be there on the golf cart together. I think they got a school board member and then a couple others that are coming. So just come on out and visit with us if you can. Come on out and visit with us if you can. Thank you. That's all I have.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm working stop one. That's all I know is stop one. He's always putting us to work to do so.
Mr. Gray.
Just want to say ditto to my colleague that said, and congratulations to employees for the years of service and dedications to citizen service and dedications to citizen. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. Mr. Hutman.
Thank you, Madam
Gray,
Chair.
Mr. Hutman.
This weekend on Saturday, out at Sugar Point is the annual Sugar Point Festival. This is a nonprofit fundraiser that supports the Fernandina Beach, the high school program. So encourage folks to look online. I think it's a ticketed event, but all the bands participate all day for no cost to the foundation to try to raise money for the music programs, which is really important in our schools. Thanks for helping that. That night we're also playing we're going to work a Sonrisa organization down in Jacksonville, so we're double billing the charity work on Saturday, which I love. Buford the fire truck, Buford the fire truck. I noted a post on social media. Buford participates in parades and events and fundraisers, shops for cops, and he is not well, and he requires a $27,000. And so the Turner family is asking for ideas, thoughts, helps, mechanical assistance, whatever you can do for the community stewards of Yulee program, Ms. Turner. So I didn't mean to steal your turn, Mr. Gray, but I wanted to throw that out there. The folks can help. Reach out to offer them some assistance, and they're trying to look at maybe doing some fundraising to get him back up and running, get him back up and running, so he can keep doing good. And that is all I have, Madam Chair. And that is all I have.
Of course, Mr. Gray.
You didn't steal my thunder.
I was backing you up on
Yes,
this.
yes,
I was backing you
so,
up.
that is true. Buford is gonna need a new engine. They're gonna need a new engine. Starting at 15, I talked to Ms. Judy yesterday, $15,000 fundraiser. Already sent a fundraiser. I think I'm the first one to donate. I checked first one to donate. So, and then, once the money is raised, once the money is the engine, and volunteers are gonna, she'll have a date, she'll have a date, swap the engine out in the fire truck. So, there will be an article being published in the news, and I believe that's coming out, this coming week, Thursday. Just wanna add that, so thank you,
You know, Mack does those kind of engines for trucks like that. You may know somebody on Mack. You may know somebody on Mack. Call them South Carolina.
Right.
Just saying.
Right, but, they are a huge community partner, a huge community partner. God bless Ms. Turner and all the volunteers.
If you don't mind, just to add to that, I did see that there were some people that were piping up, and it really surprised me, and I was really thankful for it, that some of the 3101 unions stepped up and said, Ms. Judy, give me a call, you know, and so that's really cool to see the fire department rallying behind Buford. We're gonna continue to just join hands, and everybody, you know, put some money up together. I'm sure it'll be a GoFundMe or something that pops up so people can do it, or if you're wanting to get money directly to Ms. Judy, you can come see any of us, and we'll make sure to get it in the right hands for you, because a lot of people, I'm one of them, I hate that stuff, and I hate giving the banks big money. I just hate doing it. I mean, you know, if I can take cash money down there, then I'd much rather go that route. So we'll be working together to get Buford back up on his feet again, because Ms. Judy, they do marvelous work with that.
Perfect. Well, thank you, gentlemen. A big note is here, I do want to touch base on the memorandum with the burn ban. And correct me if I'm wrong, Madam Attorney, but in the language, one of this, and this discussion came up even yesterday with a neighbor. Tab H, open burning, including that of yard waste, lawn debris, campfires, bonfires, fire pits, and similar burnings is prohibited. So it does not matter. You can't put some logs in your burn barrel in the backyard. That's prohibited.
That would be under the prohibited, and asked to not. However, you can barbecue, open grill. We ask that they be attended and properly extinguished, but it's not stopping people from backyard barbecuing. It is asking them not to burn things in the burn barrels and others, in the burn barrels and others.
Mr. Pope.
And I can say that,
Mr. Pope.
for those that live close to the EMEA concourse, we did have a situation where it was a fire pit, a block fire pit, and someone was just burning some very basic yard debris, not a big fire, and it ended up burning, close to 7 acres behind hundreds of homes, and it was touch and go for a minute, and so it wasn't some big ordeal that lit the woods on fire. It was a very small fire, homeowner, it's so dry at the moment that it didn't take much to set the whole wood ablaze.
One ember in the wind, one ember in the wind, so.
Use your crock pot for a couple months. Use your crock pot.
I
know everybody's a bigger man.
Use
your crock pot.
I'm sure Mr. Farmer's a little old school. I'm sure Mr. Farmer's air fryers now and then.
Well,
Okay, I was like, don't more like yuck.
Just use some common sense.
Okay.
Just use some common sense.
And with that, I will adjourn this morning's meeting. Thank you.